Hello and welcome to carving number 6. Today I will be making a skull of a deer. It's made out of laburnum. I don't know the pronunciation of that one, but it's a very poisonous wood. So I wanted to make a skull out of it. Sadly, it didn't go to the bandsaw for a flat edge. I don't own a planer. I don't think I ever will, but anyway, I just used my angle grinder to get it as flat as I could. Just to get it a bit smaller in height and be able to actually cut it. So that would be flat enough for me to make a drawing. And here's my drawing, another beauty. So I wanted to make this because Pinterest kept feeding me visuals and examples. So I felt like I could do it. In the end, the hardest part is to get it symmetrical. So that's not one of my skill sets. So what I'm doing is just trying to keep it as symmetrical as I possibly can. And then hope that's enough. This contraption of a clamping setup is also an attempt to be able to walk around the carving while I'm working on it. Still roughing out the general shape. But I think it's getting there. It's a skull. I didn't mess up anything yet. Was kind of done working on the skull, so I had this smart idea to use offcuts of basswood for my attempt of whittling. Not a success, but I had a bit left and I wanted to see if I could use the offcuts to glue and stitch together a set of horns, because the horns are quite big and to make it from one piece I would have to waste a lot of wood. I don't even own a piece of wood that big, and the disc sander, that is my only tool to actually make something truly flat. And voila, then there's two, and then it's time for glue. Yay. I didn't think this through. This contraption is what I use to actually stitch and keep it together. It worked somehow. I bought the skull inside for a few days. It just gives me the time I need to look at it closely and then mark out spots that are uneven or not how I want them to be. Draw some lines and then carve away the elements I didn't like. Sometimes I do this like 3 or 4 times to get to the final shape that I do want. Bit off topic, but actually watch all the videos that I uploaded. The audio quality was, well, not as how I would have liked it to be. So I hope it's better in this video. Yeah, I'm just using the disc sander again to kind of round over the corner. I sanded all of it and then applied a first layer of linseed oil. This is with the second layer of linseed oil, and I also dyed the insides of the eyes black just to give it a bit more contrast. And I think it looks pretty cool. The work on the skull also gave me time to glue up the other half of the horn, and now we can start sculpting them. This is how I imagined they would fit on there. I don't know yet. I don't know how I will get them to actually fit. Poured everything aside again to have a closer look. Marked a few spots, did a bit more sanding. And then this is a sanded down version. I think it was like 300 grit something sandpaper that I used. The finish I wanted to try is the Beal buffing system. It is actually for wood turning, and it's like 3 layers of stuff you have to put on there and really make sure it is done properly in every corner and nook there is. So I spent a lot of time just to get 3 layers on both of these. And I do have to say it looks really cool. It kind of hides a few of the mistakes in while sanding. So it gives it a bit of a gloss. So it's a nice look and it can hide a few errors. But it was a lot of work to apply. Yeah, so this is the before and after. So the left one is with the finish on it and the right one is without. It's pretty close in its natural color. So that's not something you can do with oil finishes. So another plus point, just to trying to talk myself into thinking it is actually worth doing this. Oh yeah, it was snowing, so I had to do a snow shot. I'll let you guys know I was doing it in pretty much outside, so it was cold. It was really cold. And here it is, the final result with snow on it. As you might notice, I just drilled a few bolts in to get it stuck to my door. It didn't turn out nice enough to deserve a place inside. Yeah, this shot is like 3 weeks later. So 3 weeks after mounting it, the left horn fell off. This is the finish. It's in 3 weeks. There's already mold on it. So I don't think I will be using this anymore. And then it's time to make sure I can do this puzzle again and fit it all together. See if my brain is clear enough to get this done. At this point I am kind of done with this project, as in I don't really care for it anymore. It got a place outside, so I am just gonna, well, nail this thing together and be done with it. This is my only hammer. Well, my only metal hammer. I bought it for my daughter to hammer small nails. Now I actually get to use it on a project, which is a win-win. And here you can see my hammering skills. It not my best work. Let's no. Yeah, so decided to do little pilot holes. Just get the nail in there a bit better. This flexible vise is new, and here you can see I should make wooden liners for it. To actually attach it back to its skull, I'm gonna use a small screw, just to make sure it will never leave its place again. And that is drilled in place, beautifully nailed. It's all good. From a distance it looks really cool. Thanks for watching. Bye.